Ugh, man, I am 4 minutes late to the stream. I know. I'm the worst of them all. No, I'm just kidding. All right, it's been a while since I've done the stream. I think maybe the last time I done was probably 2 weeks ago. When did I? So last time had to be my yeah, so January 10th. Man, that's wow. That's been that's been what, 16 days now. Jeez. Anyway, it's good to be back. Especially good to be talking about this stuff that has been occurring this month with hypocrisy of man, it's taking me back kind of to the satanic panic stuff where the D&D they're actually using curses and summoning demons, or video games cause violence. And gosh, man, it's taking me back to those days, except it's worse because A, it's not from the parents. B, it's not from Jack Thompson, if you know who that is. And then but C is within supposedly our own sect, our own group, our own people, supposedly. And I, for one, am pretty tired of all these interlopers coming in. Yeah, man, we're gonna fight the culture war with you. We're allies. They're trying to censor things. They're trying to cancel people. We don't align with that. But then, lo and behold, when you do something that they don't like, then they start treating you like you're a treasonous dog, and they start coming after you. Oh yeah, sure, we're definitely allies. This isn't nothing new. I've been a fan. I was a fan of just some guy. I thought he was pretty cool. Him being basically kind of like not a professor, I won't say, but very knowledgeable within the Lord of the Rings and speaking the Elvish tongue and all that too. But then like all that changed when he had that one weird stream with Nick Rekieta. I think it was Nick Rekieta. Anyway, that happened. Then he just went down this slope of just I'm gonna say craziness because that's all it was to me. And still to this day, I can't really watch him because of that. Uh, then of course you got the recent examples being meloniemac. I was a fan of, well, I wouldn't say fan, but I was a subscriber of hers until a few years back when she started going kind of off the wall a little bit. But I just said, okay, well, it's not for me to watch. But hey, everyone else likes her. Then we're just in this weird situation with her talking about Goonergate. If you like this stuff, if you like the First Ascendant, and just because the sexy women and all that, then you're a loser, and yada yada yada. And it's like, how many times do we have to go through this? This is like some Anita Sarkeesian, Zoe Quinn type stuff from Gamergate back in like 2014, 2015. Like, for real, man, can we stop with this? And then obviously you have more people coming in with the quartering. I used to be a subscriber of his, but I kind of fell off because I kind of got tired of seeing his like multiple videos a day. I mean, the guy is a powerhouse with that. I won't lie, but he started jumping in this John Dale, or John Dale Arrows, or I can't pronounce his name, but I kind of seen him here and there, but I never really watched his content. Except for like a few days ago because I was trying to be knowledgeable in what he does, and then I was just like, you know what, I'm not even giving them too much of my time or energy because it's just they're hypocrites. Why do I want to listen to a hypocrite? I'm not really doing a research on them, and making a video about it. I'm just making a live stream talking about this stuff. Really, I'm not trying to go in depth. I can't stand this. And I know a little bit about razorfist because of Friday Night Tights. Neurotic, or Gary, I should say, with his crew. But I just like, it's kind of weird. But then seeing the stuff that's been coming out with these people, it's starting to make a lot more sense. It's starting to click. Now, I'm not sure if some of the information is true, so I'll say that right now. And before I even get into the whole main topic of that stuff, I do kind of want to put in some good things. Obviously, some fan service. The stuff that I'm known for with this channel. But first, before I begin that, uh, I kind of want to revisit this guy because I think he's just a troll, to be honest, and I think it's kind of funny, but also like sad because it's just like, dude, all right, we got it. All right, you've been doing this for years. I kind of like your what is a woman documentary, kind of like that. But let's get serious. All right, so if you don't know who this is Matt Walsh. Matt Walsh is more of a right wing guy, and this is not me getting political or anything. It's just he's associated with Daily Wire, and he's been making documentaries and videos and criticizing basically anything fun. To be honest, anything fun. And so he is the type of guy who would be participating in the satanic panic stuff and stuff like what's going on now with the Gunner Gate. But anyway, let's get into it. Matt Walsh attacks anime again, says men who like it are morbidly obese. That's kind of funny because when I watch well, when thinking back to like when my dad and his friends and their guys that we didn't know, but we're in the bar, watching football and all that. I see a lot of obese guys too watching sports. So it's like, I think he's just saying these things just to troll people. So I give him points for that because it obviously is getting a lot of attention. Hey Jonan, what's up, man? What's up, dude? I'm just powering through, taking each day that I can. It's good. It's good to be alive. It's good to be here. It's good to be making this stuff. Doing a live stream with y'all present and everything. So I'm trying to do my best here, man. It's all for y'all. I do it for y'all. All right. Anyway, let's get into the article. So, right-wing pundit and Daily Wire host Matt Walsh has been attracting controversy by once again making mock-inflammatory statements against anime fans and gamers. I'm sorry. It is kind of funny, though. It is kind of funny. It started earlier this week, the anniversary of Matt Walsh's infamous statement that anime is yeah, I remember that. I love the memes, too, from it. There's I'm sorry, I'm kind of getting off tangent here, but there was a comic, I can't remember who made it, but it was a comic where a guy made like it was a 4-panel comic, and the guy was, it was focusing on Matt Walsh, and it was like two dudes or kids just having fun, and then it comes up to a close up on Matt Walsh's face, like, this is satanic. Every time when I see his name, I just think of that comic. That I just find it so funny. Walsh took some time to reflect on this moment and chose to double down, saying that yes, anime is probably satanic or at least Satan influenced. Well, I mean, if you haven't seen any of the biblical anime, then I'm just saying, art is subjective, as they say. However, he says that he no longer believes men who watch anime to be a genuine threat to society, but only because they are all morbidly obese and even more fragile than social justice warriors on the left. Oh, well, thanks. Thanks. Especially with your claim to help men, too. That's really helping men, huh? Walsh's editor team then compared men who watch anime to inflated Aunt Marge from Harry Potter. I barely remember that character, to be honest. A nasty woman who is inflated with so much air that she becomes a balloon and in the movies floats out of the house. In other segments of his show, and in the shows following the initial statements against anime fans, Walsh doubled down on his related pop culture takes and separately took to task conservative fans of his who spend all day watching anime and being attracted to underage anime girls. Reiterating past statements that anime is degenerate and is inappropriate for grown-ass men to be enjoying, Walsh made it clear he wasn't apologizing or retracting any of his previous statements against this segment of pop culture. While some of Walsh's fans agree, calling anime woke, others have called him out for needlessly alienating segments of his base after watching Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Yeah, yeah, I see. I heard about that. Yeah, after watching Sonic the Hedgehog 3 in the past few months, Walsh also has been warring with fans of the film, calling it one of the worst children's film ever made, and saying it was inappropriate both for children and adults. I still have yet to watch the first Sonic movie, so I'm not really a big Sonic fan. I'm not. The last time I really enjoyed Sonic, not the last time I played, but the last time I actually enjoyed Sonic was Sonic Unleashed. Last time I played Sonic was Sonic Frontiers. It was a cool game, but I didn't really progress that much. It was, the music was nice. That was it. That's all I can say. The music was nice. I kind of liked the little setting of it too, but the one I had the most fun with was Unleashed when he turned into the werewolf. Let me check. Oh, John. All right. Matt Walsh may not know this, but when people go to the gym, some have anime shirts on. Yeah. Yes. I can attest to that because I used to work at a gym. And I would see it, man. And they be some bulky dudes too. Surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, but they, the people who are inspired by anime, like One Piece, and especially Dragon Ball. When you see a dude with a Dragon Ball tattoo on him, you already know he's trying to go Super Saiyan. You already know. You don't mess with that man unless he wants to talk to you. But yeah, it's mostly a troll. I wouldn't take it personally since it's opinionated. New Horizon was harder than the base game. Hmm. Yeah. But yeah, it's mostly Like I said, it's a troll move. It's funny. I don't really take it personally or anything like that. I just figured I start off with this because it is kind of funny to me, and I give the man credit because he does know what to say to get people pissed off. So unless he's like, I don't know if he's being for real. That's the thing though with Matt Walsh. I don't know if he's being for real. Yeah, I know he's being a troll, but I don't know if he's being for real though. Now, if he's being for real, I wouldn't be surprised. If he's not, I kind of be, I'll kind of be a little surprised, but not, if that makes sense. Anyway, I just thought I would go over that with y'all. That article at least. Now the other one I got. Let me bring this up. How's everyone doing? Don't want to be all about me. I know I'm the host of the show, but hey, I want to hear feedback from y'all because, we got to get this party starting. Well, I won't really call it party. I'm not really a partier, partier. Anyway, I'm not really a party type, but hey, this is my party, I guess. Gosh, I gotta love it. Gotta love it, man. Now, now with this article kind of took me back to 2013 for a certain reason, and I love the game. I played it twice, maybe. I never played the DLC. I got to get to playing the DLC, but the game was good. It was confusing towards the end, but it was still good. BioShock and BioShock Infinite director Ken Levine, hopefully I'm saying that right, says games getting bigger has led to creative stagnation. You stop taking risks and people just tune it out. I mean, that's part of the problem too, but I think it's become way too corporate, way too mainstream. So that's also another thing too to look out for. All right. In the opinion of Bioshock franchise creator Ken Levine, the video game studio's continued oppression with making their works bigger and bigger has resulted in an industry-wide dearth of creativity, particularly as expensive budgets expensive budgets have led to the prioritization of trend chasing over innovation. Yep. Seen that way too many times too. Oh God, are they trying to give me another ad? Bro, I don't care. Quit showing this weird ads to me. I do not care. Anyway, Levine, who in a decade who in a decade since directing Bioshock Infinite's Barrel at Sea DLC has focused his creative attentions on developing his upcoming sci-fi FPS Judas. Oh, that's him, huh? Okay. Offered his perspective on challenges facing AAA game development today while giving a rare interview to GameIndustry.biz editor-in-chief James Batchelor in December 2024. Asked by Batchelor as to what restrictions or challenges do the time pressures of development put on storytelling in advancing how stories are told in games, the System Shock 2 designer lamented, I think one of the problems we have in the industry right now is that games have gotten bigger and bigger and the graphical capacity has gone up and up. Yep, and they want you to pay $70 or more. Hell, actually, let's be honest, they want you to pay over $100 just for a game that looks like it could be ran on the PS4 and Xbox One. But anyway, I digress. Let me not get too heated. Uh, where am I? Yeah, there we go. Just creating a new door, just creating a door now versus creating a door 10 years ago just takes a lot more time because you have normal maps and traders and high polygons and physics and all this other stuff to contend with, he explained. Everything's getting more expensive, especially in the big AAA space because they're spending the most money. And when you're spending all this money, naturally you have people concerned about the commercial viability of it. But the problem with AAA is that if you don't innovate, especially in games, you start losing people because they've seen it before. And so we have a potentially an over reliance in some cases on franchises and also major layoffs. Let's not forget game companies has been, well, who was it? Was it EA? I mean, there's been a lot of them. So let's just say game companies overall. Game companies overall have been laying off employees since what 2018, as far as I can remember, 2019. They're getting. It's like I think what they're doing is that they're doing, and correct me if I'm wrong, they're having these contractors basically, and when the contract is up, I guess some of these contractors do hope to be hired by these companies, but more than likely it's not going to happen. And for the people who've been there for like decades, either they're retiring or they're retired, or they're just going to make their own thing, and or they're I don't know, they're disgruntled and they're still working there, which is odd. But I mean, I don't think I haven't heard much about that for that. But obviously, the big problem, other than the whole graphical stuff and the lack of innovation, is also with this DI crap. Now, obviously, President Trump, like him or hate him, again, not getting political, has signed, has signed that DI and DI like programs are to be basically ended. So I wonder how that's gonna. I mean, it's gonna be for the better. Don't get me wrong, it's gonna be for the better. But now we're getting, the true test is like, okay, without these diversity quota hires coming in, start letting go extra people, start kind of downsizing, do a calculated loss maybe, and focus on making better games, making the competition healthier. Now, look, that's what I think. Maybe there's a better way, but I think that, hey, that's a good step. As a good step forward. Take one step back, but take two steps forward, and sacrifices are going to have to be made, unfortunately, maybe for the better. But we shouldn't be in this era of, as the guy would say, stagnation. We shouldn't be like this. And it's crazy how two Russian developers over on PC made over 2 million within a week maybe of their game, their first game. And AAA has all these resources, but when a new game comes out, it shuts down literally within a week Concord. But I'm just saying, like, AAA has a majority of AAA has lost its marbles. Some very few are continuing on, and they're doing a good job. But again, they're like the exception, which that's unfortunate as well. My gosh, I'm losing it. I'm kind of losing it right now. I kind of hate how these the font size is like. It's kind of like, okay, where did I leave off? Anyway, return back to article. It wasn't easy to step away from BioShock, he then admitted. I never thought I'd have an established franchise. I tried multiple times and I've only made a couple of games that didn't have a sequel. But certainly, I never really had a successful franchise before BioShock. But I saw an opportunity to create a new IP and take on some risk. I'm very fortunate that Take-Two put their faith in me, and not everybody has the okay, I never seen this word before. Wherewithal to do that, especially in the last few years, which have been very challenging. Okay. Take-Two has had success, and I'm very grateful to everybody else who's done well. Like, obviously, the Rockstar guys who bring in a lot of revenue and who allow this kind of experimentation because ideally you want to be putting bets on people taking risks in any sort of endeavor. He further opined. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Someone texted me. Where was I at? There we go. You also want to have people not taking as much risk. You need to sort of diversify, but AAA has become very difficult to take risks, and mostly because it's so expensive. I'm so incredibly fortunate to be able to have the faith from the company to take risks and spend the time I need to make this successful. Drawing his thoughts on the topic to a close, Levine acknowledged how it is hard to do new things before ultimately reasoning. Quite often, if you take those risks, sometimes you're going to fall flat on your face, and the more expensive it gets, the trickier it gets. But I do think that without that, look at the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You stop taking risks, and people just tune it out. And also knowing when to stop. That's a big thing too. Knowing when to actually end it, instead of, because you're gonna lose a lot more people by trying to milk something than you are when you end, because at least fans are actually gonna keep coming back. And I'm not saying that they're not coming back to rewatch those movies and stuff, but when the more you keep like trying to have this like eureka, the bigger risk is that you make a stupid move and it renders more plot holes, and voids out certain character development, and that's when you start getting customers and fans start thinking, hey, this is a form of betrayal, because now what we had in this is now, it was nothing. It's now nothing. Doesn't mean anything. But anyway, nothing is blessed by God to be successful, he concluded. You've got to give some people something that excites them, and that gets harder every year. But you know what? That's the job. Far from just random ranting, Levine's observations are supported by the many multi-million-dollar budget flops that have released in recent years. For instance, Warner Bros. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League reportedly lost the company over $200 million, while Sony's live-action shoot, hey, look, Concord made it, was shut down mere weeks after its launch against mere weeks. I thought it was just a week. Anyway, after its launch against a $400 million budget, hey, maybe you should have, I don't know, maybe you should have put Bloodborne on PC. Oh no, we don't know what we're doing though. We're Sony, we don't know what we're doing. We can't think. We're too. I'm getting on a rant. BioWare's troubled development of Dragon Age. Don't get me started on Dragon Age. And its damage control review marketing strategy, and the failure of Star Wars Outlaws, add to the ever-expanding list of examples where ambition failed to meet the market expectations. There was no ambition. That was all propaganda, DEI, craziness. There was no ambition. If it was ambitious, it would be stuff like Haunting Ground from PS2. That's what I loved about those days. They actually were ambitious enough to and experimental enough to try out new games. Uh, sorry, new ways of trying to capture an audience. Some failed, some succeeded. I mean, you want to talk about ambitious? Those guys back in the PS2 days, they were ambitious. Continuing on with this article, and in terms of creative stagnation, those are successful AAA titles are often derivative of a previously successful model or formula. The Assassin's Creed franchise didn't build its popularity on being an open world adventure with RPG elements, but after this design direction helped Black Flag I almost said a certain word, Black Flag. I'm sorry. To be a smash hit, Ubisoft has spent the last few entries, rehashing the same formula over and over again, hoping to chase that success. In doing so, abandoning its core stealth gameplay and replacing it with repetitive fetch quests. Yep. Just like Metal Gear, they came out with that Metal Gear. What was it? Metal Gear, not Metal Gear Online. What the hell was it? Where it was based off the Phantom Pain, same engine and all, but it was like zombies basically, Metal Gear Zombies basically, and it's like you really subverted the whole genre of stealth to make a stupid freaking zombie game. Wow. Anyway, additionally, in the light of all the praise given to From Software's Demons / Dark Souls franchise, as well as its spiritual sequel, Elden Ring, more and more developers have attempted to put their own spin on the Souls-like formula, including Lies of P, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and Black Myth Wukong. Admittedly, these games aren't particularly bad, and none of them receive bad reviews. They offer very little substance of their own. Should these trends continue, they will result in fewer and fewer people engaging with newer titles, and doing so delivering a decisive financial blow to the already shaky industry. Yeah, and that's the thing too. I don't mind Souls-like games, but man, oh man, there are some ones that are just okay. Yeah, we understand. You gotta get good. Understand that, but it's been done so much. It's like, hey, just lay off a bit. Lay off the pedal just a bit. Uh, oh, okay, Jonah. Sorry, man, I wasn't trying to ignore you. There was several ways they could have gone about it, either ending it, retcon, or continue the right way to make stuff up. Yep. They were with the amount of PS2 games. Mm-hmm. And Ground Zero, I think that was Metal Gear Online. No. Yeah, it was. What the hell was it called? I know it was Metal Gear Online, but Metal Gear Online started in MGS3. Then it continued on MGS4 and then MGS5. But it's called, what was it called? Metal Gear zombie game. What was it called? Metal Gear Survive. Yeah, that piece of crap. Yeah, Metal Gear Survive. Yeah. Ironic that you use a title like that because it definitely didn't survive for long. Nobody was trying to play that game. And all the crap that people were giving MGS5, at least, with the whole trouble, with the history of MGS5, really, how Ground Zero was basically turned into a separate DLC, even though it was supposed to be part of the Phantom Pain. And it was literally like a paid demo, a demo that you pay for, basically. Even with all of that stuff going on, I would rather play Ground Zeroes again than Metal Gear Survive. I would rather play Ground Zeroes again. 100%. Anyway, continuing on with this article. But far from merely offering commentary, Levine is doing his part to change the current money-burning, snore-inducing state of the AAA scene with the aforementioned Judas. The first game from his fledgling Ghost Story game studio, itself a rebrand of his former sorry, I need some water. Irrational Games endeavor Judas, as the director assured Batcher will see him and his team push their storytelling and gameplay ambitions to new bounds by presenting a game heavily based upon recognition of player action and response to player action. Okay. Sound like I repeat myself, but no, that's okay. Even just characters observing a long range of player action and commenting on it, he explained, "Hey, you saw this and you did that and then you did this and that was interesting because that caused that. We're doing that kind of stuff right now, and it's really just observing the players and then writing the types of lines that can react to various types of things. It's a huge amount of work because you have to think of all the things a player can do and then write in character responses for different characters to those actions in a way that feels organic." Okay, I'm kind of liking that. It's kind of making sense to me. So that's it for this article. Again, I just thought I go to that. Just start us up as a warm up topic for us. Let's see. Survive was completely forgettable. Yeah, it was so forgettable that I just remembered it. That's how forgettable it was. I literally just remembered that. Or Peace Walker, man. Oh god, Peace Walker, dude. When you're in the Metal Gear, I can't remember the Metal Gear's name, but where you're in the Metal Gear and like, you're taking out the drive cores or whatever it is, and like the butterflies are flying, are just flying through, and you're just hearing the boss's quotes. Oh, that's so perfect, dude. That was so freaking supernatural. That was so ethereal. That was beautiful, dude. Like that was giving me. I felt what Big Boss was feeling. I had the PTSD going through me when I was just like, dude, we're killing her again. We're killing her again. A ghost in the shell. We're killing her again. And then the way how it just like Big Boss is just pounding on the interior of Metal Gear, and just like, why am I doing wrong? Why, just oh my gosh, dude, what a way, that's some writing right there, dude. And seeing seeing Snake's transformation into the Big Boss that we all know, and we all know from Metal Gear 1 and 2. Not Snake's Revenge, but Solid Snake. It's so, dude, wow. Good freaking writing. Anyway, I'm getting on a tangent right there, but let me get to the juicy stuff. Now, I will say, I will apologize in advance if I mess something up. I'm trying to keep it all contained within things, but there are some. I'm just looking at stuff like, bro, what is going on? Now, there's been things that have been said. I'm not sure it's 100% true. The only things I know that are true are the things that the people themselves have actually put out in video format. Like, for example, meloniemac calling Gooners losers and all that, just because they like seeing sexy characters. Again, that's a nearly 40-year-old divorced woman raising hell because of a fictional female character and how she's dressed. Even though she literally has a life-size statue of Lara Croft right behind her. And don't even dare try to tell me that Lara Croft was not seen as a video game sex symbol. Because if that was the case, then why do I have Witchblade comics featuring Lara Croft? Why? And if you know what Witchblade is, it has a scantily clad badass female protagonist who fights evil. Kind of sounds familiar, like, oh, I don't know, Lara Croft. Anyway, give me a moment, y'all. Give me a moment, because I'm trying to find the right post. Ah, here it is. Oh my gosh. Oh. All right. So this is a post from Zero. I don't know this person or anything like that, but I was just again doing a little bit of research, and it's kind of summed up this whole situation perfectly. meloniemac, SJW past exposed, which is true. razorfist, now I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know. razorfist, ex-girlfriend story exposed in full. Groomer fist meme revived. John Del, I can't really pronounce that last name. Furry past exposed, entered spiral, which is true, because I do have evidence for that as well. John Trent, effectively off the meds, gone full schizo. I don't know. I kind of remember something about him way before this happened. I think I may have watched a video of his before. I don't know. There's been a lot going on. Jeremy Hambley, which is also known as the quartering, credibility evaporate, which, yeah, because he coming out and trying to say all these goodness and all that, but even though I clearly remember those some thumbnails he made, and how let's just say how explicit they were kind of looking. Obviously they were censored, but still, I just these people, y'all, these people got some nerve. Now, I'm not trying to get too much into this post. Again, I just wanted to use it as a summary of what's going on. And I think first we will start with the quartering, because I kind of want to just work my way to this. I'm trying to do my best with all this, but there's so much going on, and I really thank these guys for posted all this stuff. It's them, honestly. Is okay. Jonah and Lara Croft tattoo. I just learned on her. Oh, she has a Lara Croft tattoo on her arm. Oh, okay. Interesting. I all this time I watched her. Well, years ago, I mean, but I never noticed that. Is it new? Is it like a new tattoo? Because I definitely don't remember all that. John De Elrez, I think, talks about John F. Trent as a source. Okay. Well, all I know is that I have seen the posts where the guy is as they say, a furry brony. I don't know if he's gay or not, which I have no problem with, but he's definitely the quarter pounder. The quarter pounder. Oh no. Okay, let me get into this. I don't want to read. Well, I guess I will read, actually. I don't mean like I don't want to read. I meant like how I want to read it first. Like, do I want to do Ruin Night or quartering? But I'll go quartering first. You took all the time to dig up, and this is from the quartering. You took all the time to dig up these tweets, put together a little infographic, and literally none of them prove the assertion that meloniemac wants to ban video games. She wants to ban porn. Sure, you all are the ones making the leap from porn to video games. Dishonest. Which, dude, no. Let's be honest here. She wants to ban games like The First Ascendant because they sexualize fictional characters, basically. That's what she really wants. I could read between the lines. I've been dealing with these type of people since the Jack Thompson days. Again, if y'all know who Jack Thompson is, you know. This is nothing new. And this guy is being dishonest by trying to say like, oh well, no, she wants to ban porn and this. Dude, not stupid. We're not stupid. We've been through this too many times. And the fact that, and she's the one who's losing her mind, literally losing her mind because of pixels on a screen, shaking its glutinous maximus. But funny how she doesn't talk about Grand Theft Auto 4, Grand Theft Auto 4 with the strip club, Grand Theft Auto 5 where they actually show penises and breasts, and GTA, and nothing for, it's funny how she just picks the first Descendant. I mean, it's kind of odd. Jonan is on her left arm. If you squint closely, Laura's turn. I don't want to. I have no desire to look at a hag. To be honest, I don't. I'm not really interested in looking at an old woman. I'll be honest, Jonan. Might have to search up Jack Thompson. Yeah. You're in for a ride with Jack Thompson. He is known as the GTA lawyer, or something like that. If I can remember correctly, I think he's like known as the GTA lawyer, the guy who wanted to ban GTA. He was the whole video games cause violence crowd. He was the head of it. He was the mascot. Now I heard there's reports of him. He actually likes GTA. I don't know if that's true, but if it is, that's funny. That's one hell of a turn. But anyway, get into this. This is what Ruin Knight put. Let me look. Yeah, so this is where he's again continuing on with the quartering. I never called for censorship. The whole reason I'm dunking on you tards is because 80% of your arguments are as made up and unhinged as this. And a guy named Claudio says, Jeremy, censor video games for Jesus. Also, Jeremy, check out my show with Styx 666. I don't know who that is. But yeah, this is the type of stuff. Again, these guys are really trying to do this whole tap dancing. I know what's going on here. I think a lot of y'all understand too what's going on. Again, Gamergate. Jack Thompson taught me. Then Gamergate, and now this. Say nothing. Something new. Melanie. This is Ruben Knight again. Melanie has called for bans. That is the problem. She equates games like First Descendants to porn and calls for a ban of porn. That is why people are calling her out for wanting to censor stuff, because in her own words, she does. Yeah, she does. Again, I didn't have to look at this. When I heard the whole, oh gosh, I gotta look through this. Gosh, I hate when Twitter does that, or X, should I say? Oh. Jonan. She's inconsistent because she supported objectification and now flipped her stance now that the woke side. Yeah, she definitely supports. Look, again, when I watched the video, the Goonergate video, I'm like, dude, how can you say that? How can you be saying this when you like Lara Croft, again, who is known as a video game sex icon? I mean, you can't really weasel your way out of that, because, again, I have comics. Again, I know the history. Well, I don't know it in depth, but I know as much as, like, okay, yeah, why she in the original, how she was created and this and that. I mean, dude, for real. Let's try not to be trying to be say, oh, dog, I don't know. I'm sorry, man. It makes no sense to me. Anyway, got a post from November 6th from meloniemac. Ban gay marriage, ban porn, shut down strip clubs, tear down idols, to name just a few. No one is forced to attend church, pray, etc., though obviously salvation is encouraged for all. Well, you know what, Melanie? I'm going to say this. I'm more of a Christian than she is, and I'm not even Christian. You don't see. I'm not saying the F slur. I'm not saying, I'm not even saying that F slur, even though she shouldn't be saying that, because she's supposed to be Christian, right? But she's saying this stuff, I'm just, look, I don't care. Look, I don't mind I don't mind people having their free speech. They can say whatever they want. But if we're going to be saying the F slur and we're going to claim we're going to be Christian, well, you can't really be Christian if you're saying stuff like that, or cheering when a church is burning down because it was associated with pride. And this isn't me saying, I'm an LGBTQ ally or anything. No, I'm just calling out the hypocrisy, because I don't like it when we have these hypocrites trying to be holier than thou, and they just and they're just trying to garner this attention and trying to have this narrative and have these their weirdo supporters come in and try to flip the script on us, even though it's like, no, we're not playing games anymore. We've been done playing games. But anyway, continuing on. This is from oh my gosh. This is from December 7th. Not everyone and this is her. This isn't me saying it. This is her. Just to clarify with YouTube, this is stuff that's been taken, has been screenshotted, and has been reposted. Not everyone in the anti-woke gaming crowd wants porn games. Many of us are anti-porn. Watching characters and art to look good doesn't mean we are allied with groomers and perverts. Y'all can be mad, but I'm just fine not being on your team. Again, this all started because you wanted to stop cancellation of things, which these weirdo Puritans on the left were doing exactly that. But then you say, oh well, I'm gonna join the culture war, so these cancel pigs and cancel hogs, whatever you want to call them, they're afraid of sexy female characters. So here I'm gonna put an attractive character on my thumbnail, and she has before. And now it's like, okay, Uno reverse. Actually, this is bad. You're all perverts and you're losers because you like this stuff. You need to actually read the Bible. Again, dude. Why would I? I'm a man. I don't need to listen to a divorced, nearly 40-year-old woman tell me what I need, what I need to do, what I need to read, yada yada. What this woman needs to do is find, well, I'll be for real, find Jesus, because she's not abiding with what Jesus taught. Same day, they had a problem with the magazine marketing images too, and there are interviews out there of them saying it. Everyone knew the nude code wasn't real. Also, this is just bikini, not softcore porn. Who cares about a bikini? Well, Melanie, I've seen pictures of you wearing a bikini and posing as if you're Lara Croft. So, you're telling me you're sending out signals like, hey, I need attention, and then you're saying stuff like this, and same. This is another post from her on the same day. I didn't say they weren't trying to make her attractive, as per my original post. I am not opposed to characters looking attractive. I'm opposed to softcore porn character design, which Lara Croft is not. You were wrong in moving the goalposts. And oh my god, dude, this is infuriating. Can I stop reading this? She is making excuses. Look, Jonan. She's inconsistent because she supported objectification and now flipped her stance. Oh wait, did I already read this? Sorry if I did. She comes across as rude with her insults and it's likely out of spite with her husband. You mean her ex-husband? Her ex-husband probably made a smart move because she let's just say she has the crazy eyes at times when you notice it. If you want to sway others, she needs to keep an open mind and a cool head. Not too long ago, she and a lot of the other YouTubers called Sonic X Shadow Generations woke for small changes. I didn't know that. I truly did not know that. Now I wonder what the small changes are. But again, as I stated previously, I'm not really a huge Sonic fan, so I would have easily just missed that. Anyway, going back to this, I agree. I agree with this take. I've been fighting with y'all against the woke mob turning female characters into troons, and I like characters to look attractive, but I don't want to be lumped in with those pushing for practically softcore porn in character design that's degenerate. Curvy female characters like classic Lara Croft, great, but curvy characters almost completely naked during doing stripper dances, no thanks. Muscular male characters, awesome, but these mods with Leon Kennedy and a jockstrap, degenerate, no thanks. We can want characters to look good without advocating for porn. Dude. Then you know what? It's not for you then. It's not for you. No one is forcing you to look at these games and buy these games and to get these mods and download them and apply them. No one is forcing you. Why am I seeing more adults act like children now than ever? Like, why am I noticing that? Like, for real, dude. Like, do you not understand what the M rating is? There's a lot of people like. Do we just need to do away with ESRB? Because it's obvious that even when they look at even though they know it's an M rated game, they get their panties in a wad and they're just like, oh gosh, this is horrible, this is terrible. We gotta sound the alarm because they're doing degenerate stuff. It could like, dude, I've literally played games where it was hentai basically. This is the mods were the stuff that she's talking about is very soft. I'll be upfront with y'all. I play games like that before. I play all types of games. It's just like, dude, just shut up, man, please. See, meloniemac. Wow, you're a prude. You consider a woman dancing in a thong to be soft porn? Duh. There are there are the people mad at me today. I am pervert repellent. They are always mad at me on either side of the aisle. I just don't care. Go cry about it. I'm not on your side. You never were on my side, trust me. You never were on my side. You were never on people's side. The only side you're on is yours, which is weird. Pretty sure anyone would consider a woman wearing a thong to be borderline soft porn, but go off and pretend that it was a crazy opinion. And yes, rap videos are perverted, since when were they ever considered not? It depends on the rapper. Depends on the rap video. Depends on that, but yeah, I will say I'm not getting to that, but I don't like the rap. Modern rap, I mean. But anyway, porn will send you to hell and rot your brain before that. You should repent. Melanie, you should repent for all the F slurs that you've been using. I'm I'm on the side of Jesus Christ and not supporting perversion. You can have attractive characters without being pornographic. I'm 100% anti-porn. Sure. Exactly. Or some coomer with a stash of photo mode upskirt shots and animated porn on their profiles. Soon we are on their team. It's like, no, we are not, bro. Well, again, like, this lady is just. I think the ex-husband made a wise decision. I think that was the right way to go, because she, again, you've seen Crazy Eyes. If you watch her videos before, she has the crazy in her eyes, man. Not too long ago, I don't know. Sometimes it's like the older you get, the more immature you realize others are. I mean, that's true. That's true to some degree. But it is Twitter. What can I, or X? But recalling the art war where people are literally getting mad of just, oh, you made her light skinned, even though it's literally just how the lighting works, how the lighting would work and stuff. Or, oh, it's AI, only to be blatant. Like, dude, this is not made from AI, dude. And if it was, they're using it as a tool instead of just stuff like that, dude. It's just, that's what I mean, like with adults, seemingly a seemingly large amount of adults just acting like kids, even though it's like, dude, just go about your day, dude. Can you please try to be productive? But anyway, uh that's it with that one. Now into the now into the oh boy. Uh oh boy. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be careful with this one, y'all. As I said, I don't know if this is true. Oh, whoa. Really? Hold on. I just encountered a little problem. No. Hold on. Thanks. Oh, just gotta love it. But I wanted to show this just a little. See, porn is an adult movie. Is adult movies content for adults. So why ban it? Yeah. The thing is, yeah, even with gaming, I think we all seen this with gaming too. Is that even though they slap on the M rated or A rated, well, it's mainly with the M rated rating on games, they still treat the mature audience like kids. Oh, we can't. And what was a good example? It was Back for Blood. I remember this. I remember that stupid game. That was a terrible freaking game. Back for Blood, when it's M rated, but they have they had a setting where you can censor the profanity, and it's like, that's stupid. That's dumb. You're fine with the blood and gore and dismemberment, but you're not cool with the profanity. It's stuff like that, man. It's stuff like where I'm so tired of, like, wow, oh, this looks so, this is right up my alley, but then it's just people are just like, oh no, we can't have you see this because it might be too much for you. What we live in a weird timeline, man. We do. And let me try and get this. I'm gonna try and find this. Let me see if I could try and visit this site right here. Okay, cool, awesome. All right, bringing this up now. Again, I'm just gonna clarify. Hey, I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know. This was just brought to my attention because of that whole little summary that someone made. But I thought it'd be interesting because he has been coming out in her defense and has been a hypocrite as well. But as the saying goes, those who preach the loudest have the most to hide. So take this with a grain of salt. So here we go. Before I get into that, joining. But yeah, I heard her ex-husband changed his preference, and that was after meloniemac. Okay. Well then, the more I know. Uh, so reminder that razorfist dated and bragged about having relations with a 15-year-old girl while in his 20s. He was also uh, so bad that she got into his Twitter account to tell everyone. So here's the picture and all that. And Again, I don't know much about. I don't know if it's real now, but it could be. I'm Razor. I'm saying I'm Razor, and I'm a complete piece of s. I I jerk off to porn while my innocent girlfriend sleeps in the next room, despite criticizing everyone who watches porn online. I can't keep promises I willingly made her, and I belittle her intelligence when she catches me in lies. Obviously, this is Eve. If you haven't seen me on streams, this incident was why. Now you guys know. Ah, oh man, if this is if this is true, if this is all real. Wow. Wow. And this is the article right here that's been talked about. Razorfist. We can in fact insist on good games that are not spiritually caustic or degenerate. Again, this is so left. I don't know about the guy, okay, but why I'm saying this is so out of field, left out of field is like meloniemac makes this one video, and then all these guys start coming in. These 4 or 5 different guys coming in, and like, oh, I'm protecting her and trying to defend her honor, and it's like I don't think it's like they want to sleep with her. I don't. Maybe there's a little bit of truth there that they, some of them or maybe all of them want to sleep with her, but there's something going on. Like, why all of a sudden you just want to jump in on this and just and just basically kind of not only disparage her audience but your audience as well, because I guess they they share audiences based on the group they're supposed to be in, that who they're allied with. But this is so weird. It's like, why would you do this? What is really going on? Why? What is happening? So, I mean, going down, down here and everything, this account continues with, I actually had to look into this to verify this information. It was actually worse than I assumed. I assumed she was 19, but but that's just when they broke up. Side note, Dee Snider of Twisted Sister fame previously got into an argument with him and made fun of him for this. Razor Fist, more like Groomer Fist. That was a post back in December 13th, 2022. For those asking for proof, no way. Okay, so here we go. Hi, I don't really like to indulge in internet drama, especially about my shitty and abusive ex. But yes, I was a teen girl when we started talking, which is how I got into right-wing politics so young. I was also introduced to things like the movie Lolita, which is why I often would wear dresses. Internet dated all the way until I was 18. Then I visited Arizona, came back to Illinois, and moved to Arizona quickly after. Things were fine at first, and then he started to randomly get mean as fuck. It's burnt it's burnt into my brain. Him calling me things like low IQ, troglodyte, was just very nasty towards me, and I did literally everything for him. Towards the end of the relationship, I started catching him being sneaky. He had a porn addiction. I actually caught him red-handed one late night, and he was so pissed off. He ended up pushing me hard towards the door. For some reason, he wanted to kick me out. I fell to the ground, and then he pinned me down and didn't let up until a minute later. The next day, I was gone back to Chicago and haven't been there back since. That was damn near 3 years ago now. I'm my own woman now. That's all I'll say. And the reason for me saying this is because I'm tired of protecting someone who hurt me mentally and physically, pushing me, spitting in my face, etc. He is very much an insincere a-hole. Have a good day. Now, I don't, he says, oh, absolutely, here's said ex-girlfriend's account. Look, I don't know about all this, but again, what I'm trying to highlight is that there's hypocrisy going on. There's something else more going on here, and those who preach the loudest have the most to hide. So, I mean, take what you will from this. I'm just showing you what's public, what can be publicly viewed. I'm not digging into people's private information. This is all on X or Twitter for anyone to view. And trust me, I'm not the first one, and I won't be the last. So, Jonan, she honestly has the worst people coming to her defense: a simp, a furry, and domestic violence potential. Yeah, PDF file. Yup. Yeah. This is her side, y'all. This is her side. She's right. She wasn't on our side. For the people who say that we're degenerates and we're perverted and yada yada yada, it's not a good look having these guys defend her. It's not a good look. Especially with allegations like this. So anyway, since we're done with that, I'm glad I got away from that. That's woo. That is some stuff right there, dude. That is some stuff. Do I not have John's thing now? Oh, please tell me I forgot. Oh, I did, didn't I? Damn. I'm sorry, y'all. I can find it real quick though. But again, these people who claim to be Christian, and this is not me bashing Christianity, not at all. But even Jesus said that, he would rather take in a person who has sinned and has acknowledged that they need help than those who try to act more morally high than those, even though they're sinners as well. I mean, what, dude? All right, give me a second, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize for not being. I thought I uploaded this. Well, not upload, but thought I had this ready in my document. But oh boy. Look, man. What I'm about to show y'all is some real degenerate stuff, man. I'll be honest. I know coming from the guy who has played hentai games and played not played but writes crazy stuff. But I mean, even I am just like, okay, this is kind of a little too far for me. And this is a quick search, but imagine my shock that John I Love Jesus Del Elros would be a degenerate furry aficionado. And this is some stuff right here. And here, this is a thing right here from a post from him, March 19th, back in 2020, I guess. So he's replying to a guy. He says like, "Hail Yif Master." Dude, like, bro, what is going on? And then I think this is the same day as well, and he's just saying, I'm gonna tolerate and love the shit out of you. And he's putting tags like alt furry, and he's just saying, want to get in on this hot Lucario and pony. What the fuck, dude? Hold on, y'all. Give me a second, man. Please give me a second. Like, let me just hold up. Let me. Oh my gosh, dude. This is not real. I don't want this to be real. But this is the stuff I see. Now, there was more I saw. I'm not going to torture you guys with this, but that's enough right there. That's enough right there. I don't want to. I'm done with John. That's enough. I don't want to traumatize anyone else, anyone further. But these are the people that are in Melanie's defense, and they're calling us and their fans degenerates and all this. Let's see. On my birthday of all days. Hey, don't think about it. Don't think about it. That goes a long way. Don't think about it. Anyway, I think we all need a cleanser. I think we all need a cleanser. And I'm pleasantly surprised by this. And here's why. All right. Here we go. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth director praises mods revitalizing PC gaming. I mean, I'm shocked. I'm very shocked. And I'll tell you the reason why. Because I remember back in the time when Final Fantasy 15 was coming to PC, and the director, I forgot his name. Not Tetsuya Nomura, because Tetsuya Nomura was the Final Fantasy Versus 13 director before it turned into Final Fantasy 15. But what was his name? I can't remember. He kind of pissed me off a little bit because he was. I understand that, you know, being thrown into a game that you weren't really making because the other guy was taking so damn long and not really doing what he needed to do. So they threw him being Tetsuya Nomura's replacement and having to do, revitalize the whole project and redo it. I can understand there was a lot of stress, but oh my gosh, there's a love-hate relationship with that game. But anyway, the director of Final Fantasy 15 said back in the day that, hey, please don't make decent mods. He was begging people, like, don't make decent mods, please, And so weird. It's so weird to go from that to this, where Final Fantasy VII Rebirth director is praising. So it's very interesting. I don't think it was even too long ago where they were trying to batch mods as well. I don't know. Maybe there's some internal conflict there. But anyway, the modding community has long been a cornerstone of innovation and creativity, particularly on the PC platform. Recently, now I can't pronounce that. I could say Hamaguchi, the director of the much anticipated Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, has openly acknowledged the vital role that mods play in the gaming ecosystem. I mean, is this a win or what, dude? Like, bro, what is... We're in such a weird timeline, for better or worse. I'm in it for the ride, dude. At this point, Jonan says John's got a side. All right, he could have said Renamon or Crystal, or at least left it out. But Lucario and Mewtwo. We're getting to that. We're getting to that Pokemon lore territory. If you remember with the writers, how they actually how the Pokemon would actually commit non-consensual acts to humans and all, or how there'd be a mutual benefit with the said human and Pokemon, dude. That was some wild that was some wild stuff to read and just see, like, oh gosh, this is real. Like, this is lore that they made. That's the vibes that's what's given. Maybe John liked that. Maybe John was really all in for that. Like, okay, enough with the trolling. But for real, look, I'm not into that furry stuff, but I will say this. I do got friends who are furries. They are good people. They're a little weird, but hey, I'm weird too. So, that. I'm just, hey, look, man. As long as they're good people and they're not doing anything bad, I'm fine with it. But in John's case, I don't really want to listen to a hypocrite furry. But this news, man, I'm really, besides looking at the lovely Tifa, I I was so shocked that I was like, this is a Square Enix director? Really? So thought I shared that. I also have this. Did I pass it up? Aha! Here we go. Uh, yes, yes, yes. Just take me to the site, John. Gosh, man. All right. So the Ninja Gaiden 2 Black came just released. I gotta get back in those games, but I was Ayana, or is it Ayana? I can't remember. I know it's Rachel on the right, and I can't remember the girl's name in the middle. But yeah, bro, we are so back, kinda. We are so back. I kind of got a little got my little gripes with Koei Tecmo with their recent stuff that they've been doing, but hey, I'm just I made a video about that. I think y'all should check that out, but there's some stuff going on. But I also want to put this too because I thought this would be interesting, just for y'all to see. And it's talking about more of the future of like animation, and I just learned about this today. So check this out. Nickelodeon Kid Cowboy Nickelodeon unveils first original anime series for YouTube to premiere new digital preschool series on January 24th, which it's already been past that. Nickelodeon, created by Grammy and Golden Globe nominated songwriter Freddie Wexler, Kid Cowboy, is set to debut on Friday. Yep. Hollywood. Gosh, what is with this fonts, man? Hollywood, California, January 24th, 2025. Preschoolers will be saddled up for a wild ride as Nickelodeon unveils Kid Cowboy, its first original animated series for YouTube, centering on a guitar-playing kid hero who champions for justice in a futuristic world. Uh, so it's becoming more and more likely that, and we've been seeing this with Netflix and is it Hulu? Oh, thank you, Jonan. Yeah, Ayane, Momoji, and Rachel. Momoji, I like. I can't believe I can't remember her name, but I liked her more. I like that's like the design and everything. Ayane's good too. Don't get me wrong, but man, anyway, with like how animation is becoming nowadays with Netflix and all that, they're going more into. They're noticing that there's a lot more eyes on YouTube than there is on the cable television, which finally like what took you guys so long to finally register that? Like, man, like I've been done with cable TV since 2017. Really? Wow, it's been 8 years. Anyway, looks like something for Nick Jr. from here. Yeah, basically, but it's just with the indie animation going to like YouTube, Netflix, and Hulu and whatever else. I just gotta wonder like how I know what they're trying to do with like their it's easy to see that hey look we need to have a profit really, but we need to have these people cover the cost really of the production, not really us. We'll just broadcast it and we'll get money, and then they get their share too. But this is interesting opportunity. I'm kind of not for it, but I also am at the same time because one, it's like, is this in prolonging the inevitable uh, death of mainstream media, quote unquote mainstream media, legacy media, or will this actually boost indie animation? But the indie animation that we know now might give way to, might become mainstream in the future, and it'll be like a cycle over again. So I'm not sure where this is going on, to headed. I know I don't claim to like to be all knowing with all that, but I just thought I put that little information out there because that this is interesting. That Nickelodeon is going. Well, I already know they have like a YouTube channel for Nick Jr. and all that, but their first series on their first series on YouTube is wow. It's telling is if this isn't like a like a sign of the times, then I don't know what is. But I figured I'd just talk about that just a little bit. I don't really care about this show, but I mean, I haven't looked at like how many subscribers they have, but if they, I would imagine they have thousands. But that's the problem. They have thousands. They don't have millions. And that's what they probably need for that show. Probably. Could be wrong about that. Again, I'm no expert. But if I was Nickelodeon and I'm well known for making kids content, I should be performing better than the indie I should be performing better than other indie animators who focuses on kids content. But I possibly losing that battle. So it really shows you what if they're trying to tap into the kids again or more, but it's not working. I would assume that it won't be working very for long. But I applaud them for the experimentation, them taking risks, not being stagnant. And then I'm kind of iffy about this one, y'all. And the reason why I'm kind of iffy about this is because I know Kate, Dazzling Kate 22, she's been on my streams before. I've been on her streams before. But I kind of want to like go into it just a little bit where it's centered around Hazbin Hotel. Now, Hazbin Hotel is more of her forte than mine. I despise Hazbin Hotel. I despise Hell of a Boss. I thought it was gonna be like a cool. At one point in time, I thought it was gonna be a cool series and show, and I couldn't wait. But then when we actually got it just got worse and worse. The writing was just terrible. Anyway, I sent her this little link, everything. I'm showing it to you guys, so maybe this might be a topic of another stream. I hope not, though, because I can't stand Vivzy, and whatever what she's making now. I just can't. But the ever evolving master thread of everything Vivian can't pronounce that name, aka Vivzy Pop, has done that doesn't involve fictional characters, personal kinks, or stuff from 10 years ago. So that that's why I'm kind of hesitant about going into this. Again, I think this is something that Kate would want to do with me, and we just talk about this because we have yet to actually do. Now that I think about it, yeah, we have yet to do a Hazbin Hotel stream. Lord help me. Lord give me strength for real, because I will be going off. not to the point where where I'm just going berserk, but I can't, man. I can't. This was supposed to be so good. This had potential to be good, and then just the way how it just doesn't even progress. It just descends further and further than what was promised originally. It's just like, dude, what am I watching? Or what was I watching? Anyway, y'all, that's it for the stream. Thank you for being here with me. I only plan for this stream to be an hour long because tomorrow's Monday. Gotta get back to work, as let's just say, and just do the daily grind. But it was fun hanging out with y'all for over a little bit over an hour, talking about this stuff, coming out with this evidence, these references, and seeing the absolute craziness and hypocrisy with so-called followers of Christ, and seeing how they're degenerates themselves. I definitely got to join in that conversation. Oh gosh. Jonan, I look, man, come on in. Come on in. But I'll give fair warning to everybody listening. I am not, oh god, dude. When I saw that last episode for Hazbin Hotel, I was like, wow, this is how you end this show. Well, the first season of this show. Wow. Wow, such great writing, and you're trying to make it funny. It's the MCU stuff over again for me, dude. It's just, oh look, it's so funny because this happened, haha. Like, no, we're supposed to be serious. We're supposed to be serious, and you just do the whole switcheroo with MCU bait and switch stuff. Let's make it funny. No, stop, please. Just, I can't. I'm so done and over. Like, maybe that would have worked if I was 13, 14 years old. But dude, this is the stuff. That's the, if I may, before I officially just go on my little rant, just a little bit, if I may. Give me a second, y'all, because I just thought about this. But you know, this is the perfect time to do it. Better late than never, I suppose. Well, this is the reason why I do stuff like this, why I make stuff like this. You know, going to my Kickstarter, you know, which, you know, near the 500. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. You know, it's an adult comic manga, dude. It's not like it's not a titty book or anything like that. Yeah, sure, it shows boobs here and there, but you know, it focuses on the story, what, you know, it's supposed to be: two supernatural knights fighting each other, and then with that one fight, everything changes, and they are off to do things on, not on their own, but gather let's just say gather influence and gather strength for the bigger clash to come. That's what it is. This is what my thing is. Knights While Elders, you're dealing with beings that are just beyond, and it's awesome. And now I got stuff in here, you know, you'll see like the covers and all. Awesome music too, because I love the music. You know, I want to set the vibe with like, hey, this is what you're gonna get with this. I'm not trying to do like this pseudo like comedy series. No, dude, we're getting into a dark world, man. We're gonna have some things in there that I think you really could think about. This is who my audience is. My audience is, you know, people who actually can be adults, can actually be themselves, can actually follow a niche that they like. You know, stuff like this that I show, and obviously I have to have the censored pages because Kickstarter and YouTube. But you know, having profiles, you know, these characters, what they're about, showing showing sexy characters, showing badass characters, showing, you know, characters that are diabolical, covers that are awesome, you know, featuring the main girl, the beastly shepherd. Oh, because she's, you know, it's the first chapter. You know, it's stuff like that, dude. I mean, and also stretch goals too with my debut novel. But you know, it's stuff like that, you know, that I see. See, it's been good, dude. It was so rushed and undeserved. Yeah, it was rushed. Yeah, that's the problem. That it was rushed. But it's stuff like that, man. That's led me to create my own things and be blessed to work with other creators who see my vision, who wish to help me along the way. And I in turn try to invest to help them or help others, and also give y'all what y'all want, what you expect from me. And you know it's it's been a journey, guys. It's been a journey of figuring things out, still figuring things out, but I'm a lot more better than I was 4 or 5 years ago when I began. And y'all, this is it's really an honor. It's really an honor to get this stuff out to y'all. Try my best to get this stuff out to y'all and let y'all see, how my creativity is, what I think, like just being transparent with y'all. That's what it's about. Treating you guys with respect. I don't. It's not about love. It's about respect. The love can come later, whenever. And I don't mean like romantic love, nothing like that. But you know, um, Sonic being like, hey man, I like this creator. I love the content he makes. This and that. It's all about respect, man. And I truly believe that that is a skill that seemingly most don't have. And what we just saw from meloniemac, I should say, John quartering, razorfist, and whoever else, we see these guys have a lack of respect for their own audience, where they're calling them groom. Again, they might as well call them grooms because they're calling them perverted, uh, perverted, perverted debauchery, debaucherous, all the 9 yards, just because they like anime or pixels on a screen, really, not fictional characters. I can't imagine, dude. I can't imagine that, man. But anyway, that's it for this stream. Seriously, thank y'all so much for this, and please check out the Kickstarter, and also the the playlist I have for the comic dubs. And yes, there will be more to come. I got one. I got three coming in on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So got you guys covered there, and I hope you all enjoy it. So I think y'all are gonna like the next three, and they're all gonna be released around 11:45 in the morning. Uh, was it GMT or UTC on my end? I can't remember. I'm sorry, y'all, but it's around no CST. I'm sorry, God, CST. So I say farewell, adieu, ciao, whichever, and I'll see you next time.